All right, today I wanted to talk to you about something because it's been on my mind for a minute, with the culture of today's society, and just the way everything has been going and the way it's easily perceived with the dating structure, the dating scene, the sexual marketplace, dating apps, and all this stuff. And as Christians, we're called to do the right thing, right? We're not called to freely, just have sex with anyone we want to without consequences, because we all know there's consequences to sex, but there's also spiritual consequences to sex. Whether if you're a Christian or not, this should be a known thing. But there are absolutely sexual, spiritual, emotional consequences to sex for both parties. There's a thing called spiritual soul ties where, forever, you're going to be attached to this person one way or another. And there's a whole dynamic of things that go into that. And I'm going to leave that alone because that requires its own video, which I do not want to talk about right now, and I don't want to get into right now. But my point is Matthew 24:37 through 39, right? When the Son of Man returns, it will be like it was in Noah's day. In those days before the flood, the people were enjoying banquets and parties, weddings, right up to the time Noah entered the boat. People didn't realize it was going to happen until the flood came and swept them all away. And this is the way it will be when the Son of Man comes. What I was thinking about when I thought of this and read about it, and I'm just focusing on it, and it just keeps popping up in my head, is like so many people nowadays are living as if life and it, everything that we see around us is going to continue on for all of eternity. But that's not true. There's consequences, and there's a time up for everything. Everything is predestined to be us to a certain point, and then it's all going to be cut off. And what I was thinking about here specifically in regards to like the new dating market and the sexual marketplace for all these people, and I'm listening to all these people, with whether godly or ungodly, they have all skewed views on like how it should be and how men should pursue women, how women should pursue men. The point is, though, that I was thinking about when I was reading this is that as a Christian, you can become jealous or bitter of the way the market reacts and the way the people are reacting to this environment. In other words, as a Christian, you're called to be faithful to one person, one thing, to not have sex until you're married. So, we're really constrained to like a small, margin of like what we can and cannot do when it comes to sex and when it comes to relationships. And the thing is right now, so many people, yet again, I'm watching all these Christian, non-Christian videos talking about this stuff. So many people are getting it wrong because they're so liberal about the sexual concepts and relationship concepts, and just like handling it like the rest of the world. And I've seen a lot of Christian men talking about it as if like we're part of the world. But the thing is we're not. We're set apart. We're supposed to be a people set apart to look different, act different, be different. And whether that means right or wrong in a relationship, you do the right things and you continue to focus on doing the right things, no matter how the rest of the world presents how it should be, how they want it to be, what they want from it, what their views are on it. We're called to be a holy and set apart people. So that means that we're a people that wait till marriage to have sex. We're a people that do not just liberally have sex with anyone we want to, whenever we want to, and just assume there's no consequences. And that is the thing, is so many people today are promoting just like sexual liberation and all this stuff. And the hard part is we have to be like Noah. Noah and his sons, they were righteous, right? So they got on the boat. The thing is obviously they're looking around at a world around them that's about to be wiped away, and it's easy to look at the people around them and go, I want to do what they're doing. I want to be participating in what they're participating in because it's the culture, it's the normal, it's the average of society, and because they're all doing it, I want to participate in that too, because it's the generalized proportion of society that's participating in this. In other words, 99% of society is participating in this. I have to be that point, whatever percentage that is set apart and doing the right things despite everyone else, because pretty soon, we don't know when, but but our lives might be taken away today, tomorrow, whatever. But the point is pretty soon there's going to be a coming, a wiping away of things that are, and removing the things that are normal. And we have to be a people that are set apart, righteous, and holy, and clean in regards to that, so that we can get on the metaphorical boat, that we need to get onto as Christians. We need to be set apart. We need to say, despite what 99% of the world is doing, despite what everyone else is participating in, despite how everyone else agrees on the same things, same concepts, and everyone has skewed and mixed views of right and wrong, and these things are okay because we feel like it's okay, although it's not prescribed in the Bible, but it's like a cleaner version of what the world is doing. No, we're called to be set apart. We're called to be different. We're called to be integrous in all of these things. And so, despite how the world looks at it, despite how the world's presenting itself to you, you need to stand your ground and hold on what you know to be the right things, and do the right things. Don't get jealous. Don't get burnt out. Don't get bitter. Don't say, I'll just, I'm less bad than them because I do it less often, or I thought, I'm thinking I'm doing it a better way than them. That's not how we're called to live. That's not who we're called to be. So though, and the thing is nowadays, everyone's talking about numbers, sexual, partner numbers. Guys have this many numbers, girls have this many numbers. That's not how we're supposed to be. We're supposed to be a people of very few numbers, very limited numbers of sexual partners, and that's supposed to be all marital, right? It's all marital status, relational numbers. All of our numbers as Christians should be low. I get it. I came from a life, at 22 I got saved, but from a different life, that changes things. But from that point forward, after your salvation, your numbers of sexual partners should be only the people that you are in relationship with through marital status, because that is a lifelong bond and relationship that you are supposed to sustain and maintain for the rest of your life. So this is an encouragement to young men, young women, whoever sees this, that do not give in to the ways of the world. Don't give in to their thoughts and concepts. Do not let them blind you. Do not let them, persuade you into participating in the things that they're participating in, because you can leave yourself off the boat. You can elect for yourself to get off the boat because you're saying, oh, I'm not as bad as them, or I'm doing it, but, in this way or that way or whatever. No, sin is sin. God calls us to be clean, set apart, righteous, right? Integrity, doing the right things at all times, behind closed doors, at all times. We're called to be a different people. And so this is my encouragement to you. Even though the world may be going down in flames, you need to recognize that you're getting on the boat, and that you're going to get on the boat, and you're going to do all the right things that you need to get on that boat and to stay on that boat. So this is my encouragement. Don't give into the world. Don't be like the people who were partying and doing whatever they wanted to, up to the point that the floods came and wiped them all out. You are better than that. You're a better people, and you're stronger. Find that strength within yourself to do the right things and continue to do the right things. All right, guys, with that, I'm going to leave you. Peace out.